Where was the original I have to be honest with you. I'm exhausted. It's because of something that I haven't shared publicly. So I bought a one-way ticket and left New York City. For where? Mexico! Look, it's a surprise, don't deny us. She telling me she want to be my lover. Okay, so you want to know why I'm exhausted? Well, the reality is that I don't take days off and I work about 15 hours a day. Between being a show host, YouTuber, entrepreneur, and mom, I never get a break. From an outside perspective, it may seem like my life is all fun and games. However, what you see is not always the reality. I never really talk about how much work it is to do this job because the truth is that I am thankful to be able to do it. It's my dream job, but the thing is, even my dream job has negatives. I like to think of it like an iceberg. What you see is just the tip, but all the bottom is so much more work. The bottom line is, I need a break. Therefore, I'm leaving New York City temporarily for a much needed mental health break. I bought a one-way ticket to Mexico, and I'm gonna try to do that. The only thing is that as an entrepreneur, I can never just get up and go. I run a tourism business in New York City, have a multi-platform social brand, and have an 11-month-old baby. You see, the reality is I just can't stop working because I have so much going on, but the truth is it's really not that bad working from here. So we're doing a day trip today to Chichen, Itza, and we went to the rental car company to get our car. And what happened, Louis?
I went there, I reserved it yesterday. I got there and the guy's like, oh yeah, we don't have vans. And I'm like, well, do you have any other cars you want to give me? He was like, no. We went to 2 other dealers and one of them was like, oh yeah, we got a big van. So you want it? I'm like, yes, give it to us. So you're gonna see it right now.
Yay, Bella. Bella, where are we going? Chichen Itza! Yeah. Woo! This is our car. This is quite large.
Yes.
Kira, are you ready? Yeah. Bella, are you ready? Yeah. All right, let's go.
A few minutes later.
Get both these babies to not cry. Babies. We're trying our best. We just arrived at Cenote Suitun and we are going to go inside. Essentially, it's an underground river that is filtered through limestone, and eventually all of that water pools and the ground on top of it collapses, creating this beautiful swimming pool with really clean, fresh water. It costs 150 pesos to do this. You have to shower first, then get a life vest, and this is supposed to be absolutely incredible. It's freezing. Okay, ready to go. You look like you're having a real good time. Oh my God. Okay, washed off and ready to go. That was the worst wash off ever, but my whole body's wet. I've been rejected. You tell me when. Okay, he's approved. I am officially approved. So we need to go inside of the cenote right here. Now there are many cenotes throughout Mexico, and this one is particularly beautiful. And this is one that you can actually dive in. So one of the cool things about cenotes is you can dive in one, like scuba dive, and come out of another one. And some of them are connected, which makes it super unique. This is absolutely incredible. A lot of the places you go, you see a photo and it looks pretty cool, but when you get here, it's overrated. This is not one of those places. This is a massive natural cenote, and it's inside of a cave with a hole in the ceiling that brings light down to a platform. Now we're gonna take a picture on that platform at some point today, but this is how it looks. Pretty amazing, right? I can't wait to get in the water. Oh my God. There's fish in here. It's kind of chilly. Like, I'm not super thrilled about going in this water right now. Wow, this is astounding. The view from here, you see all these stalactites on the ceiling. So there's this amazing platform right over here, and it's really good for photos. We're gonna take some, but you have to wait in a pretty long line to do it. And Bella is not having it. but she had a good time swimming, right, babe? This has to be one of the most amazing natural wonders I've ever seen.
This happens to be like a Mayan restaurant, so it's really cool because my mom and my grandma would make it exactly like this. That's called a comal. The comal is usually made out of clay. Sometimes it's made out of metal. Think of like a coal-fired oven pizza, something like that. That gives it a lot of flavor. This is the same exact thing, except with corn tortillas.
So dining with kids is really fun, right, Onika?
So fun.
It's so peaceful. Like, I just highly recommend everyone do this.
I wish I had 5 kids, the same age, infants, that I can put around my table and eat peacefully. They're so pretty.
And my advice is don't have kids. No.
Look at this little babe.
When they're watching TV.
Bella, this is for you. You want to try? What's it taste like?
Oh, it tastes like lemonade. So it's like a leaf similar to spinach and lemonade, and they mix it together and they mix this really nice green drink. She got some. Me gustó, pero le gusta, mírame.
Belly, why is your foot up here? We just arrived at our Airbnb for the night. It is $98 and this spot looks like it is $1 million. Let me show it to you. But first, this is how we do it nowadays. Just strap her on and hand the camera over. The unique thing about this house is that it's on a ranch. The entire middle space is open. Come inside. This is the main living room area. We have a pool. 3 bedrooms, 1, 2, 3, and all of them are absolutely gorgeous. There's also a hammock in each room so you can fully relax, and the kitchen is super modern and gorgeous. So this is the kitchen area. It is absolutely beautiful and just modern design. $98. This is what it costs to stay here, $98. And then if you have 3 people or 3 couples, it's even cheaper. Amazing! So we just got to Chichen Itza, and this is one of the wonders of the world. So this is our awesome guide, Victor. You're going to show us around Chichen Itza today, right?
Yes, that's right.
Ooh, let's do it.
Exploring Chichen Itza, one of the magic cities of Mayan.
So we are in the area where they used to play the ball rituals. This ball game, it's not really a game, but it's called poke to poke, and this is what they would do. They would throw it through this hoop right here, and whoever wins the ritual, which is very much like a game, actually gets sacrificed. And that's what they did here. Pretty intense. This is what Chichen Itza is most known for. This is what you're gonna see in all the pictures. This whole area is about 1,100 years old. This is one of the 7 new wonders of the world. There are 6 others, so I gotta check those off my list, but wow.
Right, this temple was working as a most important religious ones. Most of people of, sides of Mexico, they used to be arriving to this point. Nowadays we call it Chichen Itza. Name given by archaeologists, but it's not the original one. Should be Nal.
So Victor's saying that this area behind us, this was a marketplace where they traded things like gold, precious metals, jade, textiles, all different types of stuff, and it had a wooden ceiling. But obviously, since this is over 1,000 years old, that is no longer here. But you see the beautiful columns with all the carvings.
So there's a Mayan road that appears here. There's a word here that means like white road, but I read it at first as saca boob, and I said, Sarah, you saw the thing, take your boob out. Sacar boob. The Mayan said it.
What the hell, you're so ridiculous. The thing I did not expect here in Chichen Itza is the amount of gift shops, like little, markets they have along the way. This one has really cool t-shirts. They also have some really beautiful painted posters over there. And believe it or not, there's actually a Starbucks here, which I was thrilled about, even though it's absolutely not Mayan in any way. The replica of a farmer's house. Let's go inside. Wow. So they had 10 to 12 people living in these homes, which is essentially a small studio apartment in New York City. How small were the people?
They were like 150, 155.
Wow. So they were very small people.
And
What
they
are
were
you trying to say?
So I just got back from our excursion and I'm feeling relaxed and reconnected, but I have a lot of work to do. The reality is that I can never fully escape for a period of time as an entrepreneur. I have to script my next video, get back to my tour guests and guides, and reconnect with the brands and the companies that have hired me as a digital creator and a host. And I have to bathe Bella and put her to bed. It never ends. However, I am so thankful that I get to do this job because I love creating content for you guys. I know how fortunate I am that I can take time off when I need it because a lot of people cannot do that. Now, if you think that this is impossible for you, think again though. You don't need a lot of money to do this type of thing. What you need is flexibility in where you can work. Louie and I have been taking January and February off since 2017, and we were on a serious budget then. It cost me about $2,000 of my savings per month of travel for all expenses. If you want to learn more about those finances, watch my video on it linked below. When we had a baby, things got more complicated, but we still believe that prioritizing our mental health and taking a break should always come first. You can always make more money, but you cannot make more time. And you only live once, so you gotta live it to the fullest.